Hey, Coach. It just from watching the game, it looked like the first half and the second half, tempo wise, two very different kind of halves. Um, how did you guys change that up so much in the second half?
Well, really, our entire game plan, to be honest with you, was to not make this a transition game. As much as we love to run, this was a game where we just thought they were better at it than us, and we needed to find a different strategy if we wanted to come out on top tonight. So I thought our guys did a great job, really, throughout both halves of trying to control the tempo and play at the pace we wanted to play.
Cody Nesper.
Yeah, hey coach. You talked you were disappointed at the response at Pitt. In both halves tonight, there were times when Gonzaga went on runs. Just how well did the team respond to both of those, especially right after halftime when they went up by 10, you guys went on that big run.
Yeah, I thought our guys did a great job tonight. And unfortunately at Pitt, in our first road game, it didn't go the way we wanted. But we also told the team like that's also part of maturing as a team. We just have to make sure you learn from it, and the next time that it comes up, that we fixed it. And I thought our guys tonight, you could just feel it. It was a different mindset in the huddle. There was no panic. I thought they were very composed. I thought we had terrific senior leadership from our guys within the huddle, continue to remain confident and poised and very matter of fact in what we needed to do to continue to be successful to come out on top.
Kevin Kinder.
Coach, you've touched on a couple of things that were important in this. Is there one thing that stood out that you felt like you had to do in order to get this win? Obviously, a lot of contributions from the two guys beside you, points from the bigs, all those things.
And the number one thing for us was just that we had to keep them out of transition. And the two ways to do that is A, not turn it over, and then B, make sure we're getting quality shots, shots that, our rebounders and the guys that needed to get back knew were coming. Because when you take bad shots, then all of a sudden you're off balance and you don't have the floor balance that you need. So that was priority number one. And I believe they only had nine transition points tonight, which I think it is a huge credit to the guys and doing a great job of keeping them out of what they do best.
We also have Javon and Tucker here. Let's go to Justin Jackson.
Hey, Tucker. Can you just talk about the and regulation, the last 25 seconds? You guys are down five. There's 25 seconds left. You hit a three, and then you guys come back with the pressure, get the steal, and the run out to tie the game. Can you just talk about what happened in those last 25 seconds for you? And have you ever experienced anything like that before?
Yeah, I mean the possession on offense, we got a decent look, and I was able to make it. And then I thought the guys up front on the press did a great job of speeding them up, and they were kind of in a rush to get across half court and a little loose, and happened to get a steal and make a play. And fortunate that I was able to make two free throws and continue to play.
Back to Cody.
Yeah, Javon, could you just talk about the night you had on a national stage against this kind of team, just what that means for you?
Um, the win is more important. I mean, I know I played pretty well. I did what the team needed me to do, but I mean, all around, I think I had a pretty good game. But like I said, the win is just more important.
I'll go ahead and say you played good. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Kevin Kinder.
Tucker, one of the, I guess, defining characteristics of this team is the way it doubles down. It gets to the back, doubles the ball in the post. It seems like you're kind of adept at that. Is that just so much experience? Have you always had that? How did that develop?
Yeah, well, I mean, majority of the time it's me coming, but to double the post, and I think all our guys are, we've repped it in practice and feel confident in what we're doing, and the guys behind, not in the trap, are really what make it so effective for us because they're able to rotate, get in passing lanes, and you got to be able to communicate almost without communicating on the backside on defense, and I think our group does a great job of playing together in that aspect.
Questions from the media in the room?
For the guys, you talked about the transition defense being important, but what else? You got a lot of different scores, and you held down quite a few of them. What else would kind of slowed their offense down for the players?
I think we actually did a really good job rebounding than we have the whole season. So just not giving them second chance opportunities. Yeah, so just rebounding, stopping them in transition, and just keeping the ball in front of us, trying to be in those gaps. But I feel like we did pretty good.
Yeah, I think, Buck or Sincere did a great job, on Nimhard, making everything difficult for him. And then outside of that, the group really rebounded well, like Vaughn said, and, trying to limit them to one shot, and, especially with how efficient they are on offense. We just got to, limit the amount of good looks they get.
This kind of follows up the question for Javon earlier, but for all of you guys, a little bit low expectations coming in this year with the last season at West Virginia and the transition, I'm guessing. Do you feel like this is a statement that maybe this team is better than people think?
Like I told the team, it's not really a statement or anything. Like, our whole focus has been just on us trying to be the best version of ourselves. Like, we don't really listen to a lot of outside stuff because we know it's going on in practice every day and the progress we need to make. By no means have we arrived or anything. We had a great win, a great 45 minutes, but we still have plenty of room to grow into, and we look forward to continuing to do that. It's a long season. There's ups and downs with every season, but our whole focus has been, since everybody got here in June and you got a bunch of new guys, only one guy from the roster from last year, that we got to grow together. And this was a part of it. It was a step, and we look forward to continuing to see what this team can do.
And Tucker, do you feel like this team has kind of confidence in them about that? You guys can play at this level.
Yeah, for sure. Our team, especially, as we've got more comfortable together, we have more confidence in each other. And I thought today was another great step in the right direction. We knew we had a lot of things to improve on from that Pitt game, and I think that was the best thing for us, going forward, because we really dug in and, improved on what we need to improve on. And I was leaning on each other more, offensively and defensively, and I thought the progress showed a lot tonight.
Yeah, for Darian, what did you see from your guys the last two possessions of regulation? They forced two turnovers, and were you surprised not to see Nemhard on the floor there the last possession of regulation there?
Yeah, so we ran a play we work on, and we were able to get the three. If I remember right, and it was all hopping fast, but I believe Nemhard couldn't check back in the game on that last possession because there's no time had run off the clock, if I remember right, but not 100% positive on that piece of it.
We have time for three more on Zoom. We'll go to Greg Carey, then Cody Nesper, then Bob Herzl. Greg? You're muted, Greg.
You hear me now? Coach?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
The strategy at the end of regulation, how do you weigh maybe trying to go for the steal with 19 seconds when you're down two against fouling? And does Gonzaga's free throw shooting have anything to do with maybe, leaving a little bit more time to go for the steal there?
Yeah, we wanted to take every opportunity we could first to get the trap and then get it out, try one more time to see what we could do before they advanced it. With a little slower advance, to our guys' credit, they were playing more for the 10-second count there as it got closer to half court. And then, Tuck was able to get a hand on one and get to the rim and get fouled.
Cody?
Yeah, Coach, I just wanted to see if you could talk about the night by the two guys next to you, and then also what Amani was able to do, and just the way those three, played tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough good things, and it's not just about the numbers either. The stats are stats, but it's more about what Javon and Tucker brought from a leadership standpoint. Thought they were just terrific the entire night. I thought they were terrific leading up to the game in their preparation, and that's what you need from guys like that who played a lot of basketball. And then I thought Amani was terrific. Got us off to a great start, but his ability to space the floor. and then also play with the ball and you know, make plays for himself and others is you know, a huge asset for us as an offense to be able to utilize a guy like him. He's undersized, but you know, don't discredit his heart and his toughness and his fight. And I thought, you know, at both ends of the floor, he really gave it all he had for us tonight.
We'll conclude with Bob Herzl.
Yeah, Coach, but all of you actually. The game planning. I mean, how often does it go almost as you drew it up? I mean, and this looked like everything you tried worked tonight, this afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, we go into every game with basically a plan A and a plan B. You know, sometimes what you think is going to work in your preparation, and then you get out there and it's not what you thought. So you got to go to plan B. And it certainly wasn't perfect tonight, but I thought our guys did a great job of trying to do whatever they could to take away their strengths, and they played to it, and that's a credit to the guys, and you know, their mental preparation along with their, you know, just their physical output during the game. But they were incredibly locked into every component of what we were trying to do at both ends of the floor.
You mentioned on the radio that you thought you might want to make this game ugly, but I guess it turned out very pretty.
I like the win. That seems good. But like I said, we knew we had to play a different style tonight to win this game. We had to keep it a little slower pace, limit the possessions as much as we could, but also still wanted our guys to be confident and aggressive. And I thought they did a nice balance of that the entire night.
Thanks, guys.
you.
Appreciate it.